So have you ever had this scenario before where you've started the business and you've been able to give a really good personal service, and when mistakes happened during your attention to the client, they kind of let you off because you've given so much good service up until that point. It was almost like, yeah, don't worry about it, I understand. Now what happened as this business has grown and more people have come into the team, then what we're getting maybe more of now is just some niggles from customers that maybe before they weren't vocalizing. And we kind of talked about that to say, well, what might be the cause of that? And then we got ourselves into a conversation about the emotional bank account, which I think actually was a Stephen Covey concept. Certainly I think that was the first time I ever understood it. And as we talked about it, he says, yeah, that's exactly what's been happening. So here's the thing. So the emotional bank account, for those of you who don't know, is the idea that says, okay, when you've got a relationship with another person, you've effectively got everything that you do will either be adding deposits in or withdrawing from what we call an emotional bank account. So every good deed that you do, every kind of come on you can do it, or any kind of little favour that you do, or any little voice note that kind of reminds them of something, anything at all, is almost like putting a little chip into the emotional bank account. So almost maybe look at it this way, like two scales or a set of scales that says, okay, if this is the debits and this is the credits, everything you're depositing in almost as a nice credit that's helping you build your balance up. And every now and then you're going to slip up, and that's where you have to make a withdrawal from the bank account. And of course, if you've got a lot of credits already stacked up, then actually you can get away with, if things go wrong, the client or the customer in this instance just says, we understand, don't worry about it, there's so much good stuff over here, that doesn't matter. But if you haven't done a lot of this stuff over here and something goes wrong, you're effectively making a withdrawal when you've not really got that much credit. And of course, what would otherwise have been a small thing that could have been waived off becomes actually quite a big thing, and something that you get a bit of earache about. And so this idea of just helping the team understand that says, no, you've got to do lots of small things to always build up that credit balance in the emotional bank account. And of course, what they say is you almost need 5 good credits for 1 negative withdrawal. So you really have to be loading up things so it's stacked in your favour, because look, you're going to make a mistake at some point, and so therefore you may as well kind of make sure that you're doing all of the right good stuff, as many times as you possibly can. So anyway, there we go. That was the emotional bank account, and I think what this client had reflected on was maybe the team just haven't been locked into doing as much of the kind of the nice stuff that he was doing when he was given a very personal service in the early stages. That maybe has just fallen away. So again, nice little exercise to run with the team is around, okay, what are some of the things that we can do to start making some small but regular deposits in that emotional bank account. There we go. Hope that's helpful, and good luck with giving great service to your clients.